Hi guys and gals, it's John
and Emily
from AFK Books and Records in beautiful Virginia Beach, Virginia, and we've got so much cool stuff to show you today. I'm going to kick it off right here with this one, which is very near and dear to my heart. Nila FNA, my method actor, my personal favorite artist of the millennium. This is her third full length, and we also have her first and second in stock if you're interested in diving in further. And I'm going to be heading down to Cat's Cradle in North Carolina on October 10th to see Nila and Angelica Garcia, another favorite of mine, so be sure to check that out. It's an amazing club outside of Raleigh with about a 750 person capacity, so incredible. She does an amazing live show. We've also got for you signed vinyl versions of this beautiful gatefold signed by Nila with this beautiful translucent teal record, or we have a CD or a cassette for you. So if you haven't checked her out, check her out. Her last album, Painless, was fantastic. You can see I took mine out of the sleeve. That means maybe I listened to it. That would be wrong, but maybe I listened to it early and maybe it's absolutely fantastic, just like the last record. I don't know. Nila.
Next up, we've got Hannah Montana, the movie, available on wax for the first time ever. It's a whole lot of Cyrus with a dash of Swift, pressed on 2LP limited lavender eco mix vinyl.
Next up, we got Nada Surf, Moon Mirror, another of my all-time favorite bands, back with their 10th album, the New Yorker's first in 4 years. It's been critically hailed as a return to form. We've got a deluxe vinyl edition on Galaxy Splatter Color, which features a bonus disc with unreleased demos, or a similarly provisioned deluxe CD right here. And I've actually been listening to a test press of this that I got in New Orleans over a month ago, and it would be wrong to say that this is also fantastic and I've been listening to it for a month, but I have. It's really good. Nada Surf, if you love them, you're gonna love this record.
Next up, Louis Armstrong, Wonderful World, the first authorized Satch Hits collection to be released on vinyl in decades, contains 13 of his biggest hits, including A Kiss to Build a Dream On, La Vie en Rose, Hello Dolly, and What a Wonderful World, plus timeless duets with Ella Fitzgerald like Cheek to Cheek and Dream a Little Dream of Me.
Next up, Guar. Hello! The Birth of Guar. This reissue of their debut comes with reworked art, including comics only released that year and photos from the album release party in Richmond way back in 1983. This is pressed on red and clear splatter vinyl. Guar!
Next up we have Suki Waterhouse, Memoir of a Sparkle Muffin. Her music sounds like a collage of her inspirations, experiences, and emotions, stitched together by honeyed vocal delivery, bright-eyed melodies, and evocative storytelling. This is the second full-length from the British singer-songwriter, actress, and Pattinson main squeeze. We've got a Sub Pop Loser edition on 2LP gatefold, Sparkle Muffin Pearl vinyl, or shiny CD.
That's a mouthful.
Yep.
Next up, we got 3 records, 3 represses from Pat Benatar. Go ahead, hit me with your best shot. Speaking of hits, these represses include a few. How about You'd Better Run, Treat Me Right, Hell is for Children, Heartbreaker, Promises in the Dark, Precious Time, a rousing cover of Kate Bush's Wuthering Heights, and of course, Hit Me With Your Best Shot. There you go. Benatar.
Next up, Marvin Gaye, In the Groove, the 8th studio album by Marvin, released back in 1968. It includes the smash hit, I Heard It Through the Grapevine. Come and get it, because not much longer will it be mine.
Next up, Lightnin' Hopkins with Sonny Terry. Last Night Blues, brought together by Prestige Records in 1960. This incredible jam was recorded at Rudy Van Gelder's studio and cut from the All Analog Masters at QRP. Nice thick jacket.
Next up, Snow Patrol, The Forest is the Path. An album rooted in reflection, introspection, and interrogation. One of its key building blocks, says Gary Lightbody, was the idea of love from a distance. I haven't been in a relationship for a very long time, 10 years or more, so love from a distance to me meant the way a relationship sits in your memory from a distance of, say, 10 years. On Deluxe Gatefold Marble Blue.
Next up, Dory Amos, Unrepentant Geraldines, a 10th anniversary edition. It marked her return to pop and rock music after several classical releases. The album features a stripped-back acoustic sound, with many of the song arrangements consisting solely of vocals and piano. We've got a 2LP deluxe repress with 3 bonus tracks for you. Oops, sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Next up, The Pretty Reckless. Who You Sellin' For? Adding soul and bluesy undertones to rock melodies and dark, sexy vocals. It was originally released in 2016 and now back on Pretty 2LP Eco Mix indie exclusive yellow vinyl.
Next up,
Oh no.
Miranda Lambert, Postcards from Texas. The album captures the country siren's freewheeling, funny, at times feisty take on swing, shuffles, bluegrass, and ballads. With unbridled gusto, 2LP set on sea blue with 4x6 postcard of Miranda included.
Next up, Jack White, No Name. Back on Black, it's Jack.
Woo!
If you missed out on this banger, jump in now on either black or blue.
I think we got two blues.
Two blues left.
Been slowly getting them back.
Yep.
Next up, Jesus Lizard Rack. Known for their crazy live shows, they're back with their first new music since 1998. We've got a limited indie exclusive Silver Streak vinyl while supplies last us. Rack is back.
Next up, Oceans of Slumber, Where Gods Fear to Speak. Hailing from Houston, this dark cinematic metal with riveting female vocals. There are just 800 copies of this 2LP gatefold 45 RPM version pressed, so get it, or the CD, for its got.
Next up, we got Floating Points, Cascade, the sixth studio album from the Manchester, England electronic jazz musician Sam Shepard. Devised as a follow-on from his 2019 album Crush, it allowed him to reintroduce Floating Points in its traditional dance floor form, bursting with rhythm and glitching melodies for bewitching a room full of heaving bodies. Check it out, Floating Points.
Next up, Nick Lowe, Indoor Safari, a limited edition of Basher's 15, with low straight jackets backing and pressed on bamboo colored wax.
Next up, Bon Jovi Greatest Hits. First released in 2010, it features 16 tracks, including the hits Living on a Prayer, You Give Love a Bad Name, Bad Medicine, I'll Be There For You, It's My Life, and more on 2LP, New Jersey.
Through the heart. Next up, Keshi, Requiem, made in Houston, LA, New York, and Tokyo. These 13 songs showcase his incredible skills as a writer, producer, and performer, and fulfill his vision to make an album that is made to be performed in arenas.
Next up, Van Morrison, New Arrangements and Duets. Announcing the album in an Instagram post, Morrison wrote, "This album represents a small percentage of the huge amount of unreleased material we're hoping to roll out in the near future, rather than letting it gather dust in some archive. This features Kurt Elling, Joss Stone, and Willie Nelson, among others, and it comes pressed on orange vinyl."
Next up, Johnny Pacheco, Kenazo. First released on Fonia Records in 1964, it includes covers of popular Cuban artists from the 50s and 60s, featuring lacquers cut from the original masters. This 180-gram reissue celebrates the album's 60th anniversary.
Next, we've got Vince Guaraldi, You're Not Elected, Charlie Brown. Just in time for the American elections, this soundtrack album is the perfect companion for your fall and voting needs. It includes rare photos and art from the TV special and notes from the recording sessions, plus the complete performance of Joe Cool with vocals by Vince. This is pressed on Woodstock Yellow Bio Vinyl.
Next up, we have the Horace Silver Quintet, Song for My Father. This 1965 hard bop classic was inspired by a trip that Silver made to Brazil. The cover artwork features a photograph of his father, to whom the title composition was dedicated. Limited edition, 180-gram, pressed on blue.
All right, we got another one for Blue Note 85th. That's a pretty good run for a label, 85 years, you know? I'll be happy to get to 85 years. Dexter Gordon, Go. Among the first to adapt the language of bebop to the tenor saxophone, this 1962 album was a showcase of his limitless creativity on hard swinging numbers. This is also pressed on limited 180-gram blue.
Next up, we've got Hell's Kitchen, original Broadway cast recording. The 13 Tony-nominated Broadway musical is a coming-of-age story based on the life of Alicia Keys, featuring her iconic hits and more. Fallin', If I Ain't Got You, so many good songs on here. Available on 2LP, Transparent Blue, or Shiny CD.
Whoop, there it is. Next up, the Notorious B.I.G., Ready to Die. September 13th marks the 30th anniversary of the release of Biggie's debut LP, which has gone on to earn its place as Rolling Stone's #1 hip-hop album of all time, becoming a radio staple and influencing generations of MCs and fans. Biggie.
Next, Coldplay, Parachutes. The band's Grammy and Brit Award winning, 9 times platinum selling debut album is now available on Eco Record, which is manufactured using 100% recyclable PET instead of PVC and produced using injection molding technology with energy savings of up to 85% compared to the traditional vinyl process.
Wow, that's nice. Next up, Coldplay X and Y. This 9 times platinum album includes the singles Speed of Sound, Fix You, Talk, and Hardest Part, also pressed on 2LP Eco Vinyl.
More Coldplay, Rush of Blood to the Head. This album earned the band 3 Grammy Awards, including Best Alternative Album and Record of the Year. Includes the singles In My Place, Clocks, The Scientist, and God Put a Smile Upon Your Face, pressed on Eco Record.
We got a new Coldplay record coming soon and a couple different indie variants. By the way, all of this stuff, or most of this stuff, should be available on afkbooksandrecords.com. You can order, you can pre-order for in-store pickup. We'll ship anywhere in the U.S., so be sure to check that out. Next up, Freddie Hubbard, The Body and Soul. In his last release for the Impulse label, the trumpeter's ambitious 1963 recording includes both an all-star septet and an orchestra with strings. Includes a number of Hubbard originals. The album stands alone as one of the most unique productions in Freddie's substantive discography and as a showcase for the arranging skills of Wayne Shorter. This is part of the Verve by Request series. You know it's going to sound great.
And last but certainly not least, we got this little shiny CD. It's Eminem, The Death of Slim Shady, Coup de Grace. In this riveting journey throughout his 12th studio album, M delves into uncharted territories, exploring the demise and rebirth of his iconic alter ego. With raw lyrical prowess and captivating storytelling, he delivers an emotional roller coaster that showcases his evolution.
All right, so that's what we've got. We've got a huge restock. Been buying a ton of great used stuff. We're going to show you that after this video as well. So stick around and watch that. We'll flip through it really quick. Jazz is somewhere.
She's abandoned us.
She has abandoned us. Who knows why she does? Sometimes she just doesn't want to be part of the party. She's just waiting for you to come in and give her the pets. So we hope to see you guys this weekend. Much love. Bye.
Bye.
Look, we found her. Here's where she was. Hi, Jazz. Say hi to everyone. Say woof. Woof. Woof.